Hello and welcome to an all levels yoga flow class that's in our series that has different body themes, and today we are on the fifth version, which is side body long or side angles, and just really focusing on clearing and cleaning the layers all the way from the pinky toe up towards the side of the ears and up towards the pinky fingers. So expect some side angles, some planks, and some flowy back bend up towards the end. But until then, we'll just have a little bit of fun flowing and bending our bodies in a fun, uplifting, cleansing way. So let's take a comfortable seat on our yoga mat. And find a seat that feels nice and anchored and grounding for you. We will sit here together and set an intention for our practice, whatever it might be for you this day that you're practicing. Maybe it is to stay centered to your mission, to your intention that is meant just for you. We all have different versions. Maybe you are anchoring your body into practicing for a specific part of your body, to heal it, to pay some attention to it, to ask for information from it, and we'll practice with any of those that works for you. Sit nice and tall on your sit bones. Nice and tall on your spine, through the layers of the spine. Taking a couple of nice deep breaths through the nose. Filling the body to the outer layers. Penetrate each and every part of the body with the breath. Exchanging stale oxygen for fresh, flowy, vibrant oxygen. Let's take our palms together in front of our heart and join our voices in an Om. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, hands, and open your eyes. Take a nice big inhale, palms up towards the sky. And exhale, bring it back down. As the arms comes up towards the sky, root the seat down even more. And exhale, hands down to the side. One more time, inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale, hands down to the side. Take your right arm up to the center. Side body long from the right hip to the right shoulder. All the way up and switching to the second side. Inhaling your left arm up, side body long, sinking deep into the hips, into your seat. And gently bring it all the way back up. Take the hands behind the head, interlace your hands behind your head. And take your side body over and get a nice big length into the right side, holding the center, and bring it all the way up towards the side, and taking it all the way towards the second side. Nice. And bring it all the way up. Turn your right elbow to your left knee, twisting, and bring it back up. Turn your left elbow to your right knee, and bring it back up. And then we'll take the same elbow to the same knee and take it up and switch second side and bring it back up, prepping our side body to release any stagnation for this practice, during this practice. And then towards the end, we also have a fun 108 abs for the side body as well, followed by our 3 rounds of fire breath for purification for the organs and for our mind. And one more each side. How's that side body feeling? Feels pretty good on the sacral region and for the side of the hip. And gently release the hands all the way down, coming to down facing dog, please. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. And coming up onto the toes, bend the knees. Take your feet hip widths apart and take your heels over towards the right side. Stretch your arms down, palms down. Flex your feet, waken up from the feet through the layers of the legs, through the side of the waist, and come up and over to the second side. So feet hip widths apart, and then from there, just tip your heels over to the left side. Press your palms down, push the floor away at the same time, and get in towards your right side of the waist in a nice, deep, releasing kind of way. And slowly come back to the center and downward facing dog. Breathing, we'll take 3 nice deep breaths here. And gently step your feet over to your hands. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to hips, elbows to sky. Come all the way up to standing and release the hands to the side and turn towards me, towards your screen so we can see each other. Let's take the feet out hip widths apart and bend into the knees. And we can take the hands onto the shoulders if we are limited with space around us, and we're just gonna twist and turn the upper body and create some nice movement and some nice open pathways in the side body. Just nice big wide open spiraling turns. So the hips, they can just kind of come along for the ride, and we just have nice anchored feet in towards the earth. And if there is space around you, you could let go of your hands and take your arms side to side and have a little fun and clean and clear energies around you. Same if we have the hands on the shoulders. But it does feel good to be able to swing the arms. If you're not swinging your arms at home, maybe you can do it outside later. It does invigorate, it does raise vibrations, it does clear stagnant energy, thoughts that doesn't serve us. And we'll do one more on each side and come back to center. Bend the knees, inhale, bring it all the way up, and exhale, hinge and fold for forward fold. Step your feet a little wider apart, so we're coming to feet wide apart. Take your arms forward, bend into your knees, come up high on your fingertips, and gently come back with your hands to the center and hands to the hips, elbows to sky, come all the way up to standing. We're gonna do a little wide feet apart, serious side angle. Take your arms out to the side. Turn your right toes forward so your right heel comes and shoots right into the center of the left foot. Bend your front knee and come into warrior two. A nice big long side of the waist up to the shoulders, out the arms, empowering the pose with your breath, with your energy. Flip your right palm up and take a nice big crescent to the back. So elongating the right side and do a little crunching, and at the same time elongating on the left side too. It's like happening at the same time. Take your right forearm to your right thigh, sweep your left arm up and over. Take the gaze underneath the upper arm and gently sweep it all the way up and back, bicep to ear. And from here, take your fingers inside your right shin ankle, take your left arm up and over. Push into the left foot and find all the layers of the left leg. Breathe into it. And open pathways through the hips to the upper body. From here, press into the feet, come back up and straighten both legs and come over to the second side. Bend your front knee, your left knee at this time, palms facing down, coming to warrior two. And bending your front knee, pushing in towards the right leg. Empowering your pose with your breath, with your energy. And kind of pushing anything out of our layers that does not serve us, just by taking this powerful warrior two pose. Flip your left palm up, take it up and to the back, reclining warrior pose. Bending to the back, lifting stagnant energy up and off of the left side waist. Take your forearm to your thigh, sweep the right arm up and over. Extended side angle, super powerful into all layers. And gently take it up and back, taking your bicep towards your ear. One more reclining. Take your fingers inside your left shin, ankle, right arm up and over, extended side angle. Breathing, softening, melting, and saturating each and every cell with some nice new breath and layers of energy. Press into the feet to bring your arms back up and come back up. And we'll do it again on each side a little differently this time. Bend your front knee. We'll pick it up a little bit. Take your right arm up and back. Take your right forearm to your right thigh. Sweep the left arm up and over. And take it up and back. Take your fingers inside your right shin ankle. Sweep it up and over. And then we'll do a little move dance over to the second side. Warrior two. Bring it up and back. And forearm to knee. Sweep your right arm up and over, turning and churning into the side of the waist. Take your bicep to your ear. Take your hand inside your foot. Extended side angle. And from here, we'll take a little dance over again. A few more rounds. Flip it all the way up and back. Reclining warrior. Bicep over towards the ear on the left side. Sweep it back, reclining warrior. Take your fingers inside your shin ankle, extended side angle, and windmill around second side, reclining warrior. Bring it up and over, and forearm to thigh. Inhale, up and back. And bring your fingers inside your shin ankle. And windmill, one more round. Take it up and over. And forearm to thigh. And bring it back. Kind of stirring the energy in the belly. Fingers to the floor. Do your dance to your second side. Sweep it up and back. Take your bicep over to the right ear. Bring it up and back. And take your fingers inside. One breath, and bring it down to bring it up. Nice, hands to hips. Turn your toes slightly in, Prasarita Padottanasana, hands on hips. It should be a nice kind of tingly feeling all the way on the side body. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Keep your hands on your hips. Press into your feet, anchor from your hips down into your legs to your feet. Take the top of the head towards the floor. Long side of the waist, lots of space from your shoulders to your ears, and your hands can help and push your hips a little bit away to get some more space and spaciousness for the lower back. One more breath. And then come all the way up to standing. Take your arms out to the side. We'll continue. One more, hands behind. Interlace your hands so that they're clasped together, if it works. If not, take your hands and your elbows. So whichever works for you. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Forward fold. Turn your toes. Take your arms. Either have your hands on your sacrum and lift your elbows, or your hands can be on your elbows. And maybe you extend your arms up and back, making a nice smile from shoulder to shoulder. Maybe we'll do a little side to side angle, a little this way and that way. Top of the head could maybe come to the floor. You might prop a block underneath. Breathing, lifting the shoulders away from the hips, lifting the shoulders away from the ears so they come
to the back. They just help to create lots of space. Exhale, release hands to sacrum, hands to the floor, and extend the arms. And we'll take a little pause here. Give ourselves a couple of cat-cows, arching the spine, bend the knees. Inhale, drink in the new space that we have created for ourselves. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And come back to neutral. Take your heels in, please. Bend your knees over your ankles. Take your hands to start onto your knees. We are going to take the arms out to the side, goddess pose or power pose, however you like to connect with it. So we're going to stay here, and we have a couple of more things for the sides. Take the right hand down in the center, left arm up, take it out to the side, bend a little deeper, left hand into the center, right arm up, and take it back down into your power pose, goddess pose. Right hand down, and take your right leg over and float it, and take it back out, arms to the side, left hand to the floor, left leg out to the side, bring it back out, arms to the side, and we'll keep going, and we'll keep flushing into the side of the body, creating heat from the outer layers all the way from the pinky toe up towards the shoulders, out the arms, and we'll just keep this going. Left hand support, left leg out. Power pose, goddess pose. Right hand, last round. Goddess pose, left hand, left leg, and bring it back out, and sit back down. Bring it all the way up, turn your toes in, hands to the hips. Ground yourself down. Let the breath calm down. Let any stagnant energy, anything at this time of our life that needs to go out and leave us clear and clean and pure. Doing a couple of rounds of those sometimes helps. Bend your knees, come to the front of your mat. Release the hands. Feet together, inhale, arms up, exhale, fold, Uttanasana, inhale, long spine, exhale, hands to the floor, downward facing dog, and step back to down dog, please. Step your right foot between your hands, come up high, crescent lunge, arms up to the sky, bend your left knee, take your left wrist, take it over to the right side. So we're coming in towards the left hip flexor, left lower belly, left whole side of the waist. Just really flushing the lymphatic system. And slowly coming back to the center. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step it back. Left foot between the hands. High crescent lunge, arms forward and up. Bend your back knee. Take your right wrist and crescent stretch to the left side, in towards the right side of the body. Breathing, softening, and exhale, take it back down, and step it back. And roll yourself over to plank pose, please. Take it all the way down onto your knees. Take it down to the belly, straighten your legs behind you, widen your hands. I like to keep my thumb on my yoga mat, but kind of allowing the other four to drape outside. Inhale into your cobra. Drink it in through the heart space. Should feel nice to lift from the hips to the shoulders, to the armpits. Take the ears back, shoulders back. The layers from the outer sides of the body have kind of created lots of good space to the side of the spine. And then exhale, release. Bring it back down. Hands by the shoulders and come up onto all fours. Come to down dog, please. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, we're going to step the right foot between the hands and step it all the way up into a warrior 3 mode with your left leg up. So the right foot is forward and the left leg is lifted up into a warrior 3 with your toes down and your heel up. Bend your right knee so your hip and your ankle are stacked. From the hips to the armpits, lengthen the side of the waist. Take your hands to your hips. Take your hands behind, interlace, extend your arms to the back. Lengthen the whole side body. Spread your toes, look forward, and exhale, release the hands to the floor. Step your left foot back and straighten both legs. Come up into reclining Trikonasana, triangle pose, leaning all the way back. And then we'll take it down into Trikonasana with your right hand supporting on the floor. Left arm up to the sky. Just a nice, big, filling all the spaces around us with our energy in our Trikonasana pose. Hugging skin to muscle, muscle to bone, and organically extending back out. And take your left hand to your outside of your right foot. So doing like a little twist with your arm. Take your right hand flat on the floor, out towards the right side. Bring your lower belly in, side body long from your hips to your armpits. And hug all the muscles into the midline and lift your right leg up towards the side. Just like a floating, flowing Trikonasana variation. We'll call it that today. And then exhale, take it back down, triangle pose, and hands to the floor. Step it back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Collecting all the layers that is meant for us, and then moving over to our plank pose in a new shape and form. Bring the knees to the floor. Take your whole body to the floor. Widen your hands, elbows to the sky. Bring it all the way up into your cobra. Shoulders back, stretch out through your toes. Heart lift up and forward. And exhale, bring it back down. Hands to the shoulders. Come to all fours and push back, downward facing dog, please. Take you 3 breaths in down dog. Breathing through all the layers. Moving today from the outside, lateral side of the body in through the layers, which will remind the body to hug all sides at the same time. Feeling plugged in, connected into our own mission and source and into our own intentions that's meant just for us. Step your left foot between the hands and step up into warrior 3, please. So we have the left foot forward and the right leg is lifting up into a Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3, 90-degree angle on your right leg lifting up. You could stay here, of course, always, so we stay where it's comfortable, or you can start to lift the lower belly all the way in and lifting from your side of the hips up to the armpits, bending into your standing leg so that your hip and your ankle are stacked. Lift your right leg, hands to the hips, take the gaze forward, maybe interlace your hands behind you and extend your arms towards the back. Breathing, softening, and extending in a powerful way, all at the same time. And that way our body is breathing, our body is flowing, and we're feeling nice and even. Hands release to the floor, and step your right foot all the way back. Windmill up into a reclining Trikonasana, taking the left arm up and back and smiling. From here, take that whole long side body and come into Trikonasana, triangle pose, where we feel nice and anchored, plugged in, connected. Hip is opening, side body has a nice, like not a better chance, but it certainly has a nice opportunity to extend from the layers of the hips up to the armpits. So we want to take those layers and lengthen them. Take your right hand outside your left foot, pinky toe side. Take your left hand flat on the floor. Round your spine with an abdominal curl. Take your hand to the outside of the leg and lift your left leg up for a floating Trikonasana, or like a side body long preparation for Vishvamitrasana. You might have that, you might do that. I like this, we'll stay here today. Exhale, release. Take it back down. Find your Trikonasana. Breathing, softening, and then exhale, release. Hands to the floor, step it back. Downward facing dog. And come down onto the knees, please. Excellent. Lift your right leg up and take your knee to your elbow, to your forearm, to your upper arm, wherever your leg might go. We'll do a few like side body kind of cleansing crunches here, and then we'll take it back down and switch. Second side, left leg up, and take your knee to your left arm and bring it in, take it back out, bringing it in, taking it back out, and one more right here. We'll do one more. Bring it back down and step it back up to your downward facing dog, please. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your right foot forward so that you have your foot kind of straight down from your chest. Turn all of your 10 toes to the right side. So your right foot, your left foot is turned over to the right side. Left palm flat on the floor, right arm up to the sky. So here we are in a supported side plank, and we'll take a nice big arch of the side and sinking it back down. And again, taking a nice big arch of the spine and taking it back down. We'll do one more. Up and over, and then from here, take your hand to your hip, claw your left fingertips, take your right foot over your left for plank pose, side plank, right arm over the ear. Pull your toes in towards your nose, maybe turn the gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, release. Push back, down dog. A few breaths right here. Should be some new awareness into the right side body. From here, step your left foot between your hands, or maybe not as far as between your hands, but kind of straight down from your chest, sternum. Turn all your toes over to the left side. Turn your right palm slightly out. Give yourself a little room for your shoulders. Sweep the left arm up to the sky for a supported side plank. Arch your spine and your hips up like a rainbow, and sinking your hips back down. And again, taking it all the way up and back down. One more, and taking it back to down, and left hand to your hip. Lift up into a side plank, supported version. Click your right little pinky toe down, stack. We'll do that again. Stack your feet one on top of each other. Sweep the left arm up. Take your left arm maybe even over your ear. Take your toes in towards your nose. Take the gaze underneath your upper arm. Clear into the left side of the waist. And exhale, take it back to your downward facing dog. And come up onto the toes, bend the knees. We'll take a child's pose to integrate all of that. Arms forward. Breathing, softening. And gently from here, come up to downward facing dog. And we'll move into flipping our down dog, or wild thing, whichever we like to call it. It has so many different names. We flip it into a fun back bend that works for us. Take your feet together, please. Take your right leg up to the horizon, hug the midline, and knit your ribs together. Side body long, open your right hip, bend your right knee up to the sky. Come up on your left tippy toes, and then from there, flip your right foot behind you. Take your right hand to your heart center, and extend your left leg and lift up your heart, your chest, and lift it up. Either take your right arm up to the sky or start to descend it towards the back. And exhale, release. Take it back down. So it's flipping our down dog. It's also like flipping our plank pose we were in. So it can resemble all kinds of different shapes and forms. It is a nice way of releasing energy, clearing and cleaning layers, getting rid of patterns that does not serve us by taking a pattern that we might not always take, creating some new pathways for us. Take the feet together, take the left heel up to the horizon, hug the midline, and bring your left leg up. Lots of power in the arms, lots of power from the hips and into the legs. Bend your left knee, come up high onto your right toes, vacuum suck your belly in, and long side body, left toes down to the floor, straighten your right leg, left hand to your heart, and turn yourself up into the sky with your arm either up or taking your arm up and over. Breathing, softening, and exhale, taking it back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your feet halfway forward, hands halfway in, hands around your elbows, and come into ragdoll, forward fold bend, hands on each and elbow, bending into the knees, and taking a nice forward fold, standing version. You can swing a little bit side to side. A little bit back and forth. And gently release and put your hands onto the floor. Come all the way down onto your back. And we have arrived to our 108 abs for purifying the organs and to release stagnant energy. We are in a time that sometimes we hear, see, listen to things that kind of we don't want to hear and see, and we want to move on with our mission instead, and we want to do something good. So a good way, I think, is to purify the organs and make sure that they stay clean and clear. So of course, I want to remind everyone to have a big glass of water after this class because of what's coming up as well. So today we'll do a little bit different. We'll lay on our back, take our arms out to the side like a T, and we're going to take the right leg up and the left hand come and touch, and the left leg and the right hand. And we can stay right here and have the head down and knowing that we have 108. So we're going to start by just having this going. If you wanted to, you could lift and keep your head up if that feels good. And we'll say we'll start right now. That was 1. And then we have 2 and 3 and 4. And just knowing that we are massaging our organs. And we are using the side body as well. And a little bit of a twist. And 10. And when we come to 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And it always helps with a little bit of a smile. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, and 31, and 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, and 50. We only have 58 left. We're almost there. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. Yay, 71. I'm feeling it. I hope you're feeling it too. 63. No, 74. 75. We made it to 70. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. Let's do 99 and 100. Here comes 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, and 108. Yay, we did it. Thank you. Hook your thumbs and your feet together and stretch right and left and right and left. And then take your hands underneath your knees. And we're going to come for a comfortable seat. So take anything that you have that you like to sit on that feels good to you. I like to just have a little bit of a lift for my sit bones so that I feel like I'm sitting uplifted and supported most of all. From here, we're going to move on. We're going to take all that we turn, a lot of outer layers into the sides of the spine. And there was a lot of lifting the side body and creating space for the organs. So maybe there was something that got released that we want to pump out. So we'll use that with fire breath. And we have the fists together. We have the thumbs facing up, the thumbs representing the fire, and kind of keeps the fire going in our breath and help us to purify organs and our lungs and the whole circulatory system. Here we go. We'll start with our fire breath with our arms out to the sides and the thumbs up towards the sky. We'll take 3 nice deep breaths. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Halfway and start pumping. Exhale, take our thumbs together, hold them up, hold the exhale out. And take your hands back down, take an inhale and an exhale, and then we'll start pumping again. Inhale, exhale, inhale halfway, and pump.
thumbs together up above, holding your thumbs and taking your arms back out. And one more round. Inhale, exhale, inhale halfway and pump your breath 33 times through the nose. Exhale all the air, thumbs together up above. And bringing it all the way back down. And taking your hands down to your knees. And I like to turn the palms up and get any sort of download that is appropriate for us at this time. Receiving through the palms into the heart. Letting the breath, letting the poses, let the whole yoga practice find a new layer to reside in our body. Bringing our hands together in front of the heart. Joining our voices in an Om. Take a nice big inhale. Thank you so much, yoga friends, for joining me in this practice. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So if you haven't hit subscribe, please do so, then you will get a notification. We will keep on going with one more of our 108 series, and then I have a whole lot of other things that I have planned for us to take us through the next few months together with yoga practices. I highly recommend that we take a Shavasana together before we move on with the rest of our activities of the day, whatever it might be. It's nice to, and very important to lay down, or of course seated meditation also, to just let everything kind of find a good place to be with us. So I'm going to lay down in Shavasana, and I'm going to let my feet come apart, let my hands come out to the side, press the head, adjust the shoulder blades, and have a nice good time right here. Relaxing all the layers. Feeling a nice new awakening in the whole side of the body. Sips into all the layers, to all the organs, to all the nook and crannies in our body that needs the extra intention and attention from us. And then we listen back, because maybe they have some important information for us.